He wasn't just spinning the ball, he was spinning the very rhythm of the game itself. A magician on the pitch, a nightmare for batsmen. But with every wicket he took, came whispers, doubts, and sometimes outright hate. They questioned his action, they mocked his heritage, they tried to erase his genius. But he didn't just survive, he rewrote cricket history. This is not just a story about records, it's about racism, resistance, and redemption. This is the story of Muttiah Muralitharan, the spinner the world tried to silence. April 17, 1972, Kandy, Sri Lanka. In a city known for its temples and tea hills, a Tamil boy was born into a modest, hard-working family. His name? Muttiah Muralitharan. His father ran a biscuit business, simple, stable, and built on tradition. But young Murali had no plans of staying behind a desk or in a factory. He had a ball and a dream. At first, he bowled medium pace, just like everyone else. But a sharp-eyed coach at St. Anthony's College saw something different in the way Murali flicked his wrist. That coach, Sunil Fernando, told him, "You're not fast. You're clever. Try spin." Murali listened, and the rest is history in motion. His fingers became his weapon, his wrists, a mystery. Even as a schoolboy, batsmen couldn't pick him. But there was something else, something that made coaches pause. That unusual action, that bent arm. The brilliance was obvious, but so was the scrutiny, even before he played a single international game. In 1992, a 20-year-old Muttiah Muralitharan made his Test debut against Australia. Nervous, raw, and unknown. But he had something different. He didn't just spin the ball. He spun it late, sharp, and from impossible angles. His deliveries didn't just turn, they danced. He mixed up his line, disguised his flight, and confused even world-class batsmen. The off-break, the top spinner, and then his greatest weapon, the dusra, a delivery that went the other way without a single change in action. For batsmen, it was like playing chess against someone who already knew all your moves. But even as the wickets started piling up, not everyone was applauding. Commentators said, "How can someone turn the ball that much without doing something illegal?" Instead of celebrating genius, some chose suspicion. But Murali didn't stop. He let his fingers do the talking and let the wickets do the walking. Boxing Day, 1995, the Melbourne Cricket Ground. The crowd was roaring, the cameras were rolling, and then the unthinkable. Umpire Daryl Hare called Muttiah Muralitharan for throwing. Not once, not twice, 7 times in 3 overs. In front of 55,000 fans, he was humiliated. Murali walked off the field, confused, embarrassed, shattered. The word chucker echoed around stadiums and spread through the press. But what most people didn't know was this. Murali was born with a congenital deformity. His right arm couldn't fully straighten. Biomechanical tests later proved his action was legal, even within stricter limits than many others. But the damage had been done. Critics, mostly from Western cricketing nations, kept questioning him. Some mocked his action. Others questioned his character. Believed there was more than just technical judgment behind it. He was a Tamil, playing for a Sinhalese majority country, succeeding in a game long dominated by white institutions. "If I was from England or Australia, they wouldn't say this," he once said. Racism in cricket wasn't always shouted. Sometimes it hid behind rules and regulations. But Murali didn't quit. He bowled through the noise, and with every wicket he answered back in silence. Despite the controversy, Muttiah Muralitharan's numbers grew and grew until they became impossible to ignore. He finished his Test career with an astounding 800 wickets, more than any bowler in cricket history. In one-day internationals, he claimed 534 wickets, ranking him among the best in limited overs cricket. His wickets weren't just many, they were often match-winning. Murali holds the record for the most 10-wicket hauls in Test matches, twice taking all 10 wickets in a single innings. He achieved the rare feat of taking 100 wickets against 4 different countries: Australia, England, Pakistan, and South Africa. His unique bowling style kept batsmen guessing, creating records that may never be broken. After 18 years of international cricket, he retired in 2010, sealing his legacy with the 800th wicket, caught off the very last ball of his final Test match. Beyond Sri Lanka, he made a mark in the Indian Premier League, starring for Chennai Super Kings and Kochi Tuskers, later turning to coaching and mentoring the next generation. Murali wasn't just a bowler, he was a cricketing institution. Behind the world-famous spinner was a devoted family man. Muttiah Muralitharan married Madhimalar Ramamurthy in 2005. Madhimalar, originally from Chennai, India, has been a quiet pillar of support throughout his career. Together, they have a son named Naren. Murali's family life is kept deliberately low-key, away from the media glare. Fluent in Tamil, Sinhala, and English, he bridges cultures both on and off the field. Known for his humility and generosity, Murali has been involved in numerous charitable causes, especially tsunami relief efforts in Sri Lanka. Despite his fame, he prefers a simple lifestyle, rooted in family, faith, and community. Muttiah Muralitharan's success on the cricket field translated into a comfortable life off it. His estimated net worth is around 8 to 10 million US dollars. Earnings came from international cricket contracts, Indian Premier League stints, especially with Chennai Super Kings, and various endorsement deals. After retiring from playing, Murali transitioned into coaching, including roles with IPL teams like Sunrisers Hyderabad, adding to his income streams. Though wealthy by Sri Lankan standards, he lives modestly, often splitting time between Colombo and India. Away from the spotlight, he focuses on family and philanthropy, maintaining a grounded lifestyle despite fame and fortune. Once vilified and doubted, Muttiah Muralitharan is now celebrated as one of cricket's greatest legends. His journey wasn't just about wickets, it was about breaking barriers. Despite being a Tamil in a Sinhalese-majority country during a brutal civil war, Murali became a unifying figure in Sri Lanka. His success challenged not only cricketing conventions, but also cultural and racial prejudices. After retirement, critics softened. Many former skeptics praised his skill and resilience. In 2019, a biographical film titled 800 was announced, aiming to capture his inspiring life story. Murali continues to mentor young bowlers worldwide, passing on his knowledge and spirit. Wisden named him one of the cricketers of the century, a testament to his enduring impact. From being booed by crowds to being cheered as a hero, Murali's redemption arc is a story of courage and perseverance. Muttiah Muralitharan's story is more than just numbers on a scoreboard. It's about a man who refused to be silenced by criticism, controversy, or discrimination. Every delivery he bowled carried the weight of history and the hope for change. He challenged the norms, survived the harshest scrutiny, and emerged as cricket's greatest spinner. His legacy transcends cricket. It's a lesson in resilience, courage, and the power of belief. The world tried to silence Muralitharan, but instead, he made his voice heard loud and clear through his wickets and his character. This is the spinner who rewrote the rules, broke records, and changed the game forever. This is Muttiah Muralitharan, a legend, a hero, and the spinner the world tried to silence.